eggs got a bad reputation for years. But here's what really happens when you eat them every single morning. For a long time, they were treated like something to fear at breakfast. Now, science tells a very different story about what those two little eggs actually do inside your body. If your mornings feel foggy or you're hungry again by 10, this matters more than you think. By the end, you'll understand exactly what an egg a day quietly does for your body and the small mistake that cancels most of the good. The first change starts in your stomach within minutes of that very first bite, because unlike cereal or toast, eggs give your body something it has been waiting for since you woke up. That something is complete protein, the kind your body can use right away without wasting a bit. And it's the reason the effects begin so quickly, long before you finish your coffee. Most people never notice this first shift, but their body does. Their blood sugar stays steadier instead of climbing and crashing like it does after sweet cereal. That alone can change how your whole morning feels. Calmer energy, fewer cravings, a clearer head, but the deeper part, the part most people completely miss, comes a little further in. Because eggs don't just feed you, they quietly rebuild you. Let's start with what's really inside that simple shell. One egg carries about 6 grams of high-quality protein, healthy fats, and a small pharmacy of nutrients your body uses every single day. It's not magic, it's just very good raw material. Inside the yolk especially, you'll find vitamin D, vitamin B12, selenium, iodide, and choline. These are the exact nutrients many older adults are quietly running low on, often without knowing it. Choline is the one worth pausing on. Your brain uses it to build the messengers that carry your thoughts, your focus, and your memory. Most people don't get enough of it, and eggs are one of the richest natural sources on your plate. So when you eat eggs every morning, you're giving your brain the exact building blocks it needs to stay sharp, not in a dramatic way, but in a steady, day-after-day way that adds up. Now, here's where it gets interesting. It's not really about the eggs, it's about what eggs replace on your plate. Swap a sugary muffin, a bowl of sweetened cereal, or a plain bagel for 2 eggs, and you've quietly changed the entire shape of your morning. Fewer spikes, less hunger, steadier mood. Many people find that within the first week, the mid-morning "I need a snack" feeling gets softer. That's not willpower. That's protein doing its job. By the second or third week, something else often shows up. Your afternoon energy stops crashing so hard. When your morning starts steady, the rest of your day tends to follow. If that sounds like your afternoons, you're not alone. It's one of the most common things people notice and one of the quietest wins of an egg breakfast. Now, about the old worry. For decades, people were told eggs would raise their cholesterol and hurt their heart. It sounded serious, and a lot of good people gave up eggs because of it. But more recent research has softened that picture a lot. For most healthy adults, an egg or 2 a day does not appear to meaningfully raise the risk of heart problems, and may even fit comfortably inside a heart-friendly way of eating. Your body actually makes most of its own cholesterol. When you eat more from food, it tends to make a little less on its own. It's a balanced system, not a simple in and out equation. Of course, if your doctor has already talked with you about your cholesterol or your heart, keep listening to them. This is general information, not a green light to ignore personal advice. Here's another quiet benefit that shows up over time: your eyes. The yolk contains 2 nutrients called lutein and zeaxanthin. They gather in the back of your eyes and act a bit like natural sunglasses, helping protect the delicate tissue you rely on to read, drive, and see faces clearly. For anyone over 50, that matters. Eye strain, glare sensitivity, and slow changes in sharpness are common, and a simple daily habit like eggs is one small way to keep supporting the eyes you have. Then there's your muscles, and this is the part older adults especially should hear. After about age 50, the body slowly loses muscle unless you give it a reason not to. And the 2 things that protect muscle are gentle movement and enough good protein, spread through the day, starting at breakfast. Most people eat almost no protein in the morning. A couple of eggs quietly fixes that and gives your body the raw material to hold on to strength, balance, and steadiness as the years go on. You don't feel this change day to day, but a year of steady mornings looks very different from a year of toast and jam mornings. Now let's talk about something more immediate: how eggs affect your weight and your appetite. Protein and healthy fat together are the two most filling things you can put on a plate. Eggs have both. That's why a 2-egg breakfast often keeps you comfortable for 4 or 5 hours without thinking about food. Many people who switch to eggs in the morning naturally eat a little less the rest of the day, without counting or trying. It's not a diet trick, it's just fullness working the way it's supposed to. If you've ever wondered why some mornings you snack all day and other mornings you don't, protein at breakfast is often the hidden difference. Here's the small mistake I promised you at the beginning. The one that cancels a lot of the benefit. It's not the eggs, it's what people put around them. Fry them in a heavy pool of butter or oil, pair them with sugary pastries, salty processed meats every single day, or pile on cheese and creamy sauces, and you've quietly undone a lot of the good the eggs were doing. The simple fix is gentle cooking, poached, soft-boiled, or scrambled in just a little olive oil or butter, paired with something fresh like tomato, spinach, avocado, or a piece of whole grain toast. That's it. Nothing fancy, nothing strict, just a plate that lets the eggs do their job. One more thing worth knowing. Freshness matters more than color. Brown or white, cage-free or standard, the nutrition is very similar. What matters is that they're fresh, cooked simply, and eaten as part of a real meal, not chased with 3 cups of sweet coffee. Which of these changes would you most like to feel first? Steadier energy, sharper focus, or just a breakfast that actually keeps you full? Leave a quick word in the comments. It's always interesting to see what people notice first, so let's bring it all together. Eggs in the morning give your body complete protein when it needs it most. Steady your blood sugar, quietly feed your brain and your eyes, help protect your muscles as you age, and keep you full long enough to stop snacking your way through the day. The old fear about eggs in your heart has softened a lot. For most healthy adults, a daily egg or two fits comfortably into a good way of eating, especially when the rest of the plate is simple and fresh. The mistake to avoid is drowning them in grease, sugar, or heavily processed sides. Keep the cooking gentle. Keep the plate colorful, and let the eggs do what they naturally do. If this was helpful, the next natural step is our video on what happens to your body when you eat oats every morning. The two habits fit together beautifully. And if you'd like more simple, natural wellness videos like this every week, go ahead and subscribe and tap the bell. That way the next one lands quietly in your feed when it's ready. Small habits, done gently, day after day. That's how real health is built. Remember, this is for general information only and isn't medical advice. Always check with your doctor about your own health.